What I'm sharing today is close to my heart. It's personal. Have you ever had a dream that shook you so deeply you knew it wasn't just a dream? In this video, I want to share how God used two powerful dreams to uncover hidden pain in my soul and begin a healing journey that I didn't even know I needed. Welcome to DreamWatch, where God's love meets revelation. At that point in my life, I had no memory of severe trauma I had experienced as a child. I was functioning, but underneath the surface, there were deep wounds I didn't even realize that were there. Have you ever had a dream that you couldn't shake? One that seemed to reach into parts of you didn't fully understand? Healing often begins on the surface, but real lasting healing happens in the deep places where God's love meets the hidden parts of your story. If you are carrying hidden hurts or wondering if God can speak to the deepest places in you, I hope my story will encourage you. I had this dream in 1993. I was a busy mom raising 3 kids. In the dream, I was walking out on the dock near the water when I noticed a head of a serpent just beneath the surface following me, silent but present. The scene shifted. I was in a room standing on parquet floors with loose squares. I noticed murky water underneath, unstable ground. I told my brother to stand over on the other side where I thought the floor was secure, but I was wrong. The floor gave way and he collapsed into the dark, murky water. I dove in after him. I found him underneath a mattress and box springs pinned down. He was listless, lifeless. I pried him out from underneath the debris and swam with him in my arms to the surface. As soon as I broke through to the top of the water, he began coughing and breathing, and someone lifted him from my arms. I pulled myself up and stood on the ledge, and in that moment I knew God was calling me back in. I was to fight the serpent in the water. Behind a glass wall stood others cheering me on in the spirit. But I knew that this battle had to be fought with Jesus alone. A voice said, "You have to go in to fight him." And I prayed, "Jesus, as I was stepping back, I'll be obedient. It is by your power that I defeat this demon." Just then, the serpent leaped out of the water and grabbed me. He dragged me down deep into the murky waters. It was a battle like I had never fought before. He was hideous, a monster with slimy scales, a huge head, and sharp teeth. I knew if I could just drag him up to the surface, to the land, into the light, he would be defeated. After a long struggle, I pulled him onto the shore as he thrashed, and there on the land I crushed his head. As he died, 3 large brown dogs emerged from his skin, each one on a leash that I was holding. I had command over them. At the time, I didn't fully understand that dream, but I knew it meant something. It seemed crazy with all the symbolism, but all the emotion I experienced in the dream was real. Not long after, I had another dream, and it confirmed what God was showing me. In this next dream, I was in a dark room with my daughter, who in the dream symbolized a younger version of me. We had to walk around certain parts of the parquet floor because the squares were uneven. They were protruding upward. Again, unstable ground. Underneath in the murky water, I saw demon eyes glaring at me. The enemy was angry because he couldn't touch me. Then I noticed more eyes. More demons were gathering. I looked outside for a way to escape, but hideous demons now covered the entire ground. There was no way of escape. I fell into the water, and the demons gnashed their teeth at me. But I spoke and I said, "In the name of Jesus, I bind and I rebuke you." At the moment I said those words, the demons transformed into human faces. Looking back now, I understand what God was showing me. These dreams were revealing unresolved trauma, pain buried so deep that even my conscious mind didn't remember, but my spirit knew, and God knew. And in His mercy, He started the healing before the memories came, before the breakdown, before the diagnosis. These weren't just dreams. They were invitations to face the truth, to fight with Jesus, and to walk into freedom. Recurring dreams, especially those involving fear, water, suffocation, or demonic presence, often point to something hidden beneath the surface, something unresolved. But here's the good news. What's hidden doesn't have to stay hidden. What's buried doesn't have to stay broken. God will meet you in the deep, and healing happens in the deep. That dream and the healing that followed became the foundation for my book, I Met Her Before. It's a fictionalized version of my story, but the emotions, the battles, and the breakthroughs, they're all real. In the next video series, I'll be sharing more of my journey through the lens of that story. If you've ever carried pain you couldn't name, or wondered if you could really be whole again, I hope you'll join me, because healing is possible, and sometimes healing happens in the deep. Until next time, be gentle with your story and open to healing.